we back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is, man. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And TMZ published a story, and I just said it's rumored, reportedly, Dame Dash is broke. All right. And what's so funny is somebody sent me an interview he did with old boy from No Jumper. All right, where he was talking greasy about Jay-Z and shit. And I guess they just found the interview. I did a video on it. Right around the time he did the interview and shit like that, and he was saying if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't work with nobody, for nobody. And it sounded like Jay-Z is working for the NFL, but he really didn't speak on it per se, because he said he don't know the situation or what the deal is. But he said from what he heard, it would sound like Jay-Z is an employee of the NFL more than it sounded like a partnership. Okay, and you know Jay and them, they went, you know, they kind of was going at it because Jay-Z abolished Rockefeller. He broke it up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to work with Dame no more. I was hearing Memphis Bleak. He did an interview a while ago with somebody. I think it might have been Nori and them. I don't know if it was Drink Champions, but he said that basically that everybody seen the writing on the wall that Dame Dash was about to be out. He said he was talking crap to Chris Lightley, he'd do in the music industry, and he was just going off on everybody. I know most of y'all seen that interview, the video they did when he went into Def Jam Records when they had a meeting with Jay-Z without him, and he cussed everybody else out that was in the room. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, for people don't understand, that's why Jay-Z stopped working with him, because he was severing relationships that they needed, or he was putting strain on relationships that he needed in the music industry. And Dame Dash still don't understand, like, you know, what he did wrong. You know, he got a lot of time to reflect on what he did wrong, but you know, and maybe he still just don't get it. And I feel him on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was saying, you know, this is a dude Jay-Z I went to war for. I was tearing people's head off for Jay-Z. So he trying to make it seem like Jay is disloyal. You know what I'm saying? And from Jay's perspective, Dame Dash was bad for business. He could never be a billionaire aligning himself with Dame Dash. Now, you know, him and Dame, and I don't want to kind of give a biography of what happened, but I want to give a full story. Him and Dame met because I was listening to Dame talk about as well. You know, somebody in the music industry, I can't remember who, they was trying to convince Jay-Z to rap, and Jay-Z was making so much money in the street that he didn't want to rap. He didn't have to do it, so they asked Dame to go talk to him. They felt that Dame can kind of get through to him. And Dame did, and they kind of connected. So they didn't grow up or nothing together. Dame is a Harlem nigga, you know what I'm saying? And you go to Harlem, you can see Dame, Cam, Jim, all of them. And also what put strain is when Dame brought Diplomats to the company, and Jay-Z really wasn't, you know, fucking with them, but they all buried the hatch. Jay-Z and Jim Jones and them, he had them on his little concert he did in New York. But you know, just kind of give you a backstory, but you know, they said that he owed somebody $2,400 and he can't even pay that. Now, I think his name Adam from No Jumper, there was some rumors going around that he made Adam pay him like $500 to do the interview. You know what I'm saying? So when Dame did that, I was like, damn, he must need money bad. You know what I'm saying? And people were saying, well, yeah, he supposed to charge, you know, the culture vulture from, this is what they say, I'm not saying that he is. Yeah, he supposed to charge this culture versus Adam is White. I think that's his name on No Jumper. Go check his channel out. He supposed to charge the culture vulture for you know, for trying to exploit our culture. I'm like, all right, cool, you got it. So at the end of the day, they saying that TMZ saying that he can't pay a debt of $2,400 because he ain't got it. And then he got, I guess one of his girlfriends or fiance is pregnant right now, and he said he been spending expenses on her pregnancy, and you know, pretty much Lee Daniels is paying this $2 million back that Dame gave him, but they said that that's being garnished by a collector. So the $2 million that Lee Daniels gave him is being garnished, which on the humbug, if I knew people was trying to garnish me, I would just told them, like, slide that to me in the cashier's check or on the low. You know what I'm saying? But he could, you know, at the end of the day, they said that the $2 million that Lee gave him is getting garnished. Now he gave Lee Daniels $2 million for a project, and Lee Daniels didn't pay him back, and that's that epic video you see of Dame Dash cussing Lee Daniels out for not paying him his money back, but Lee ended up paying it back, but it got taken. So at the end of the day, I said all that to say this. When Jay-Z told him, he said, man, if you build Jay-Z, build you another one. He was working with Currency. He was working with a lot of different artists. You know, Diplomats pretty much fell off after, you know, Rockefeller fell off, and you know, Dame Dash was trying to make it seem like it was a partnership, and it was. You know, he said he got royalties off of, you know, Reasonable Doubt. He said that was all their album. He said last time he just took the royalties without them knowing, because they wasn't paying them to him, and maybe that's why he ain't getting no more royalties off of it or no more checks off of it. But you know, he out here hurting bad allegedly, and he could just be playing possum because, you know, his baby mama trying to get him for child support, and you know how that shit go. When it rains, it pours, and he could be playing possum. You know, Dame a smart dude. He probably got bread put up and bread tied up here and there, but you know, he can always give an opinion on Jay, and when you talk about Jay, you can see veins start popping out his head, and it wasn't a good thing. But at the end of the day, he got to reflect on what he did wrong, and the way he was approaching, how cutthroat he was. He the one that was, he was like the bad cop. You know, he wasn't letting dudes trying to play them or nothing like that, and he'd come take dudes' heads off and all that. But Jay-Z was the, you know, Jay-Z was the bananas in the pudding. You know, he was the bananas, the wafers, the pudding, and the whipped cream. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Dame Dash got to live with that. And he should have, you know, I don't know if Jay ever told him, like, hey, chill out or whatever, you're doing too much. But obviously, you know, he went down being him. He didn't change his personality for nothing. And I can respect that from Dame. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it from Dame, because at the end of the day, why be something that somebody else wants you to be to play the role? Dame was a real nigga. He went out like Dame wanted to go out. You know, and he paying the price for it, but he ain't let nobody bend him over and give him a slacking. You know what I'm saying? He ain't let nobody bend him over and whip him. Hey, at the end of the day, this could have just been his fate to be in this situation with or without Jay-Z, but you know, he always gonna blame Jay for that shit, but he gotta take responsibility for his actions. But he broke, but that's what it make it sound like. But I know he playing possible. I know he got some bread put up somewhere. And Dame a smart dude, man. But, you know, he always preaching on be your own boss, be the owner, don't be an employee. If he broke like that, he might have to go back to being an employee before he can be a boss again. But, you know, it's messed up how Rockefeller ended, though. But Jay-Z had to end it. And I think Jay-Z felt like if he didn't end it, you know, in that connection with Dame, and I think they got $10 million apiece for the company. I felt that if he didn't end it, I mean, Jay-Z felt that if he didn't end it, then he probably never could have became a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Because Dame Dash was destroying relationships, and say what you want to say, you need them people on the way up. You need them white people on the way up. You know what I'm saying? To be a billionaire, you need to have people in high places. And, you know, Jay-Z opted to, you know, be billionaire status, line himself with line himself with Beyonce. Dame pointed that out in the No Jumper interview, and I'll leave that in the description too, man. He said that, you know, Beyonce helped Jay-Z get to a billionaire because her brand is so, you know, big, and it's so, you know, it's so marketable, and it's just so great. So he did say that as well too, but, you know, he looked bad too. He looked sick a little bit in his interview, in the recent interviews he been doing, man. And to go from, you know, caviar to shit, you know, but he can bounce back though. Dame can bounce back though, man. And he just gotta, you know, he still ain't changed over the year. He's still aggressive, and what you know about especially black men in corporate America, and that's what he's in. If you're an owner, employee, you work at the plant, or you work on a record label, you're trying to break into the music and the fashion industry. You know what I'm saying? You still in corporate America as long as you here. And what you gotta understand, the aggressive, the angry black man, that's how they look at you. When you speak up for yourself, they look at you as an aggressive, angry black man. It's always frowned upon. He's always the outspoken one. Black man is always the first one to go. And Jay knew that. And he knew with Dame Dash on his hip, he couldn't be what he wanted to be. Dame never tried to mature with time. He never tried to change with time. He never tried to, you know, get his point across in another type of way. Dame is Dame. And I respect somebody that can be they self and not gonna change for the dollar. But in corporate America, like Steven Jackson say, that played for the Spurs and the Pacers and all that, he said, I always got traded because I was outspoken. You know, and being that person, I can relate, because that's me. I'm not gonna take no bullshit or no job or no nothing. You ain't gonna play me without me letting you know about it. them type of guys are feared in America. Corporate America in America, they feared because that's leadership quality. That's leadership quality. Real shit. That's leadership quality. Those qualities of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Them qualities of a strong leader. Them Tupac qualities. Anytime you show those qualities in corporate America, they don't like that. Anytime you can galvanize people, you can get people together and get your point across, they definitely gonna want to get rid of you. And for Jay-Z cool not being that guy. Jay-Z cool playing the background and, you know, how can I say it? Making himself fit or being a chameleon to different personalities. You know what I'm saying? He cool kind of, you know, I can fit here, I can do this. You know, he can get his point across. He a little bit more calculated on his movement. Dame Dash is brute strength, brute brass, brute aggression. And that, you know, they wasn't going to be able to lock down business deals with Dame like that. And had Dame kind of just played the role and kind of fell back a little bit, him and Rockefeller will still be what it is now. But, you know, Jay got Rock Nation and Dame is doing what he's doing. But, you know, just kind of a part of you, you know what I'm saying? Just a part of me just wonder, do Jay-Z got a little bit of sympathy for him? Because when Beanie Siegel was in court and Jay-Z showed up and a judge would say, well, we'll release Beanie Siegel to Jay-Z custody, and Jay-Z said, no, I ain't responsible for no grown man, and they locked Beanie Siegel back up because Jay-Z didn't want to put him in his custody. And they said Jay-Z was trying to get Beanie Siegel to be what he doing with Meek now, but Beanie Siegel, he still had that street mentality, you know. But like, these old people don't be looking. Get your old ass out the way. He like, dude, like, you gotta use your blinker or something, dude, if you're getting over. But yeah, with Jay, you know, you just wonder, like with people like that, man. Even with people I cut off, you know, I still be like, man, you know, I hope old dude doing good, but I can't fuck with you though. We can't get business together. You already done suffered that either. Now people, now, you know, like the whole trust thing or somebody stealing something from you, like, I don't never feel sorry for them. They can rot in hell. You know what I'm saying? They could be getting jumped by the KKK and I want to get out of my car and help. Like people that just did some shit, but just people that you outgrew, and you know, for you to get to this place, they was holding you back. Like people like that, just they never matured or they never really progressed in life like that. I'd be like, you know, I wonder how cuz doing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything is. Hopefully it finally clicked for him. But you know, it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what y'all think about it. I linked the article on TMZ in the description, and I link the No Jumper interview if you didn't see it or whatever. But I'll put both of them under source links in the description. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's always in the description. The best way to donate is just share the video, help you make this out. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV, and check out our music entertainment playlist for more videos like this. Talk NBA, NFL, combat sports, current news, the whole shebang. So check out my playlist, kind of categorize the content. One time for the one time. We gone.